Hello and welcome to the Guitarfingers video for I Saw Three Ships from the Christmas Carols Playing Easy Guitar Book 2. The Book 2 is aimed at grades 3 to 4 and this arrangement is a grade 3 piece, so it's got the same features as what you'd find in, for example, the Trinity College grade 3. The key of the song is C major, so we don't have any sharps or flats to play, and the time signature, always worth looking at, is 6/8, so that's 6 quaver beats in a bar, so we get this kind of counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see there are 2 beats in a bar, each divided into 3, so we just have to count carefully through the song to help us play the notes in the right time sequence. I've written the song as adagio, so nice and slow, to give it a really kind of more regal feel, but of course, as always, if you feel you wish to speed it up when you got familiar with it, then please do so. It's your choice to do so. Starting at the first phrase, in the first line, I'll take us straight through this part to the end of the first line. So I'm just going to give you some tips on how to start a performance and get your fingers on your right hand probably better aligned across the strings. There's always going to be some string crossing, but as long as we can start off with the correct alignment of the index and middle, which is fundamentally going to be playing here, and then that will allow a smooth transition across the strings. So I start off with a G, and I'm going to use my index finger for that. So I start with my G. You can see I've actually already prepared my finger 1 for the next note, my left hand 1 for the C. I could actually prepare my finger 3 as well, that would be a good idea. But just to show you very clearly, I've got my index finger on the 3rd string, the G, so we get a nice deep 3rd G string sound there. And I'll prepare my middle finger. I'm not going to touch the string actually at the moment, but I've got my middle finger over string 2 ready and waiting to play the C note. So I've got a G, and this is on beat 6, so the way I would count it is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can see now the order of the notes and how they rhythmically appear. So we get the G on beat 6, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can see just by counting, obviously each crotchet lasts for 2 quaver beats, so they're twice as long as the quaver notes there. Let's play that little phrase again and let's go into the next phrase. And you can see it's very important to hold the C bass and play the D with finger 4, because we're going to change to a G bass there in the next bar, and finger 4 will go to the high G. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and that takes us to the next line. A little bit more detail then now. On bar 2 we've got G, a low G and a high G. Now if you find that a little bit of a struggle to get to, a tip I tend to teach myself is that really as you transition from that high E in bar 1, then just get used to that finger 3 going to that low G, and then just get used to taking finger 4 from pretty much the same area from the D, and just get used to transitioning. Obviously when we play the song they need to go down together, but it's just getting used to the fingers of the independence of the fingers being able to play across there. So if I start from the E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's our D, F fret 1 of course, back to C's. A minor chord, so we've got a low A and a C, our open string E, D and G again, B, and then a G, 2 Gs together. So I'll play that first phrase and I'll do the counting with it to help us get through. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now line 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. I'll stop there because obviously bars 5 and 6 were just the same. So I'll stop on bar 7. We have A bass and an E, followed by the C. So 1, 2, 3. Now an F and a C. So F, fret 3 on string 4. 1, so I'll be 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's look at that transition to that. Bar 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that all I did was put my F down and kept my C on fret 1 there. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That takes us to bar 9. And in bar 9, all I've done, I've just added some extra notes from the chords. So we've got a C major chord to start with. I've got my 2 Cs, but now I've added the G. So good point, if you're going to do some composition work yourself and wondering, can I just add notes in from the chords that we're playing around? So we know this is going to be like a C major chord. Yeah, please do. Just add the extra notes in yourself. Make the arrangement work for you. If you wish to add notes, great. And of course, if you wish to take notes away, just to make it a little bit easier maybe sometimes, that's fine as well. So we have a C, a G and a C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I've added an extra B note into the G chord to give a bit more of a fuller sound now, a richer texture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. You can see there we've got our 2 note chords. The C chord there in bar 11. 1, 2, 3. An A minor chord. 1, 2, 3. You probably see what I did there. When I played the A minor chord, A and C, I did I and M with my right hand, and I used my ring finger to play that high E because it's nice and convenient rather than having my fingers jump over. So don't be afraid to use the ring finger to help you there. 4, 5, 6, G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This takes us to the last part, bar 13. Similar arrangement as before, just the ending is different. So we'll just take us through bars 13 and 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here's my A minor. 1, 2, 3. Now I've got my A and C. Up they go. So finger 1 now is on fret 3. That's a D. B is fret 4 of string 3. So all we do is just move fingers 1 and 2 up. Now I've taken this route, I'm going to bring my hand back down again here for the C and the E. A little more advanced technique, I could have played C as fret 5 on string 3, E fret 5 as on string 2, so that might A and C there. The problem is then I've got to split those 2 fingers and bring them back for the next chord. So a little bit trickier, so what we'll do, we'll take the simpler version and just play A and C. There's my C and E, G chord, and a full C chord now. So I've got C, E, fret 2, on string 4 there's my G, and my C. Okay, just make sure you play thumb, I, M, A all together, just wave them in, and try to make sure that we can hear that E, because it gives it a nice rich sound. I've put those help notes at the bottom of the piece to help you. Again, if you wish to add notes in throughout the piece, don't be afraid to do so. It's not you have to stick religiously to what's written in the music here. And if you wish to add some dynamics and expression, raising the dynamic level or making it quieter, then please do so. It's all about making your own arrangement and using these as a framework. So I'll wish you good luck with I Saw Three Ships, and look out for the next songs in the video tutorial series from this book.